What's up? Yes, I'm kinda mad with this game. It's driving me insane. I keep getting constant amounts of fucking 50 cal ammo, but no 50 cal. I'm literally up to like 250 caliber rounds, but I still have no 50 caliber to use them with. The game is breaking me. It's breaking my soul. Inventory full. Really? So those ones will stack, but those... come on, game. Let's see, maybe I can do that, and then Nope. No. Ooh. That actually could be useful. Ah, oh, damn, I didn't even see those were there. I would have left that TV running like that. Okay, so all that's been looted. Nothing of use there. I am so happy too. I just finally increased the space in my character's inventory, so now I'm no longer having to frickin' Resident Evil this shit. It's like, I guess I don't need that extra green herb, even though it could prove useful. Why does it sound like you're playing The Witcher or something?
Playing Pokemon.
You're playing Poland?
Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Thought you said Poland there for a second. I was like, wait,
Oh my god.
there's a game named Playing Poland? I mean, if you're lucky, it'd be playing Poland back during the World War, in which case it's pretty easy. You just roll over and hand the Nazis control of your whole entire country. Okay, now to do some challenge hunting.
When I get the game, wanna play.
Right now I'm kind of just exploring it on my own, so probably not at the moment.
What happened?
Somebody asked me if I wanted to play with them on the
Oh,
stream.
Generation Zero.
Yeah. I'm gonna be running for quite a ways. Yeah, that's the only other complaint I have out of 3 complaints total. Is that they only allow for you to have access to a bicycle to get around the map, but the bicycle does not do hills. Like, it does not do hills at all. Even though, you know, there is such a thing as mountain bikes, I don't get it.
And also motorized bikes.
Eh.
Do the hard work for you.
Well, and there's so many vehicles in this area that realistically, you could probably take a car to get around majority of the map if they had that as an ability.
Even if you had to scrap a bunch of them for parts constantly, there's enough sitting in the world in an apocalyptic scenario.
Well, and I almost guarantee you, too, that most of them probably still have gasoline and are probably still operable, too.
Not operable, probably because they've been sitting there for so long. But
well,
probably have
I mean, this isn't a standardized apocalyptic, like, it just all happened fairly recently and quickly.
Oh, then those cars totally work.
Like, you're talking like a month or 2 at most.
They'll definitely work. As long as
the
EMPs didn't fry them, they work.
Well, there's no EMP issue.
Then they should work.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know how to maintain them, once a car breaks, you just take a new one, but if anybody's mechanic, they can make a lucrative living.
Yeah. Which there's obviously mechanics, because there's experimental weapons you can gain access to that are apparently custom made. At least per the game's lore. And this place had a bit more to it than I expected.
Oh, you're right about the snow. It's suddenly snowing.
Oh, yeah, on Red Dead. Yeah, I don't know what Rockstar's thinking. I guess maybe they're thinking people didn't get a chance to do it or experience it, and so they brought it back, but knowing how bad it's messed with the spawn rates on top of them naturally debuffing the spawn rates for animals, it's a pain in the ass.
I really wish that they would detect when people reached, like, max level 20 and stuff for their rolls, because they just got those 3 friggin' EXP boosters.
Oh, yeah.
That do nothing for me.
I mean, they kinda do something for you. They increase your Deadeye card XP.
True, I mean, XP still bleeds, but, like, I think it should detect if you have...
Do you recommend this game? Like, is it worth buying?
Yeah, I'd say it's worth the buy if you're just looking for a good time waster that's fun and enjoyable. I will say it does have a few minor glitches here and there, but not any worse than most games. Occasionally, if you're moving around too fast in combat with too many robots, you'll get a glitch where your weapon won't reload when you tap the square button, so you'll have to actually empty the mag into a target to get it to forcibly reload. Aside from that, if you have some of the bigger bots that have certain weapon systems that have kinda AoE effects to them, if they're launching on a constant basis and you're dealing with more than one of them, it'll cause a little bit of lag, but it's not horrible. Aside from that, most of the other glitches are pretty minor. Nothing that most people can't deal with. I like it, but that's also because I'm kind of used to enjoying kind of more survival-based games.
So I should buy it.
It's kind of up to you. You just gotta shop around. I know there's other games out too that some people want. It's ultimately just gonna come down to preference of what you think you want. For me, I bought it because I liked it. I took care of watching some streams.
Games.
Yeah. It's got survival aspects, but it's not overly survivally like a lot of them tend to be, like Ark and some of those. You don't have to worry about eating constantly or any of that. It's kind of made for more chill mindset. Just find your ammo, find your guns, shoot the enemies, try not to die. Basics, and then of course there's the mystery bits to it, lore about what happened with the whole entire story. I won't give spoilers though.
It's fine, go ahead.
Did I? Okay, yeah, those are hollow points. Damn it, I'm gonna have to probably drop some. Oh wait, no, those are jackets. We're good. Aside from that, though, a couple irritating factors, like I mentioned a bit earlier, is that, there's the fact that there's no actual, like, cars. You gotta get around on bicycles is a form of vehicle. Even though there's so many cars around the map that you'll come across. Apart from that, the only other two complaints that I have personally is there's no melee, even a butt stock, which for some of the smaller enemies is a bit annoying. And then the health. I think that they need to make it to where you have a bit more health, or at least make it to where it doesn't take so much down from you health-wise when you get attacked. Just because it's a little too much health that you lose, especially when you're dealing with multiple enemies. Of course, at the same time, it is made to usually be played with multiple players, but even so, the couple of times I tried playing with randos, we all still were dying a little too constantly, even with being able to try and break the machines aggro off one another. So I just think that they need to increase the health amount, or at least make it to where the AI doesn't damage you so heavily. Apart from that, though, I have no complaints about the guns, except for
Spoil,
the
it's
fact...
okay, I want to know.
Spoiler-wise, if you're open to that and you're wondering, then... Yeah, basically, per the game, basically... Sweden, after the World War... After the Nazis had kinda done what they did, Sweden decided they wanted to not have it happen again, so they basically built an army of robots. These are kinda one of the grunt style ones that you'll see here. And then there's bigger ones that you'll come across as you explore. The map's pretty large. Like right now I'm headed over towards a couple of the challenge bots because I want to try and kill them for some good weapons. But like this is one of them. That's about a medium difficulty level for one of the bots, challenge-wise, or just in general, because there are ones of these that aren't specialty enemies that'll just roam around. But these guys always tend to be heavily armored. And then you got the big boys, which are kind of a pain. And when I go to fight that, if you end up sticking around, you'll see what I mean. They're on the whole health factor deal. Like, they need to make it to where the enemy doesn't damage you so quickly. Just because of the mass amount of difference in firepower that they have. But I gotta store a few things before I finish heading out.
Hey.
Hello.
What's up, Culinary?
Nothing much.
You sound tired.
I am.
Then why are you here?
That's cool, I'm really into it.
Work has just been fucking rough lately. Late at night, and I haven't been able to get on and like just.
And basically, once they developed the robots ended up turning on them because the AI ended up going a little bit haywire. They kind of programmed it to learn a bit too fast, and then it tried to go against them. That and the Russians tried tinkering with the system while it was in play, which further messed it up.
Okay. But yeah, just work has been fucking kind of rough lately, and it's been late at night and shit. For whatever reason, I've just been kind of the person they've been tossing all like the actual heavy duty shit at. Like, you have to run the scrub machine, you have to do the runs, you have to do the floor sweeping. Yeah, and they've like been basically exclusively tossing me at that. Go outside a lot, which is weird.
I'm just gonna bypass you because you're not my target. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to go to all my neighbors and talk to them about redoing their forms and stuff because none of them ever actually picked up the phone when my background investigator called them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
None of them put down the email, so she couldn't email them either, so
What's
they're all
your
just gonna have
thoughts
to
on
email her and
Fortnite?
say, hey, who we are.
Fortnite, like as in the campaign, or Fortnite, multiplayer?
Huh?
He's streaming, remember?
Oh, okay.
He's answering people's questions.
But there's people in the chat. Francis, he's a bigger star than you. I mean, on porn he'll be bigger. Not in that way.
Ah!
Just eyeball. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Shy-shadow search.
But yeah, when you say Fortnite, do you mean as in the multiplayer or the campaign?
Shy, what's your YouTube username again?
shy-shadow93.
Literally the same as my gamer tag.
Just no dashes is the space.
Yeah.
Still don't see when I search.
Yeah, it wasn't showing up really. He's in my subscription. I'm subscribed to him, so you can search through.
Ah, you got me on the leg. For campaign, I can't really say much about the actual gameplay because I haven't really bothered with it. I don't feel the need to buy it when they've clearly stated and still have it listed that it's going to be free at some point.
Talking to someone there.
Multiplayer, however, I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer. I think it's a little too unbalanced for how it is.
I found it.
That's balanced.
Let me up. Ooh. How you do, game?
Yellow people try the hard.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. But yeah, so with this game, this is what I'm talking about. The enemies are kind of a little ridiculous on just how much damage they can do. And even if I had 3 more players, it would still be about the same just because there's no good DR. Yeah, but if you see what I mean, some of it, Wolf, there's certain aspects, like the fact of when the AIs use non-explosive weaponry against you, you just take a ridiculous amount of damage. Even though they're using essentially the same caliber. Like, it's that kind of problem. The explosive weaponry and some of the AoE weaponry they use, I expect it to hurt, but it's some of the basic calibered weaponry that they use that it's just a little ridiculous. Oh, that is a big boy. That's gonna hurt.
Is there a game chat?
For this game, no. But there probably is verbal game chat, I would wager. But I don't usually deal with randos, because most of them tend to bum rush a little too much for my preference. I like to take my time when fighting and looting, just knowing the difficulty level of the enemy.
they
That's
give you
gonna hurt.
watts and are generally a little rarer, like have better IVs and shit.
Sorry, I can barely hear you, Francis.
I know I'm being quiet.
Yeah. Like, whenever you say something, I have to hear you.
What?
I
I don't think Growlithe is in Sword. Is he? I probably have one. Let me see.
He's around Hammerlock Hills and he's only around Neptunia. And Neptunia is, which is one
Pokedex.
Going
Sword.
to sub and turn on notifications.
Hammerlock Hills.
I'm just seeing if I have one. No, I never caught a Growlithe.
They're rare, from what I can.
That's right, you sons of guns.
Probably controlled by weather. Yeah.
Follow me over here.
Sunny and it's
I
currently
will
sunny.
watch your next stream.
Or is weather different for
Okie dokie.
I do not know if it's different. It's probably different.
You probably got your... God damn it. You probably got your shiny weather.
That's gonna hurt.
Rob, you got a shiny Magikarp?
Yeah, I got another one.
How am I the one without a shiny?
I'm how to spare one.
I don't want to like take it.
I had one already. I have already evolved into a Gyarados. It's a spare.
Yeah, I got rid of your gun.
Apparently, my
It might take a while.
We'll jump in. I'm in the middle of a dungeon.
Oh, gee.
okay. That's just. God, I really just want to do literally anything but like fucking work. Yeah.
So, I'm sick of it.
I'd actually like more hours right now.
Get off of my choke.
Because...
My choke started running out.
Connect to the internet, there we go. For me, like, I've been getting a good amount of hours, and I'm happy that I'm getting a good amount of
You're
hours.
tired of the job by now, I bet.
I've been tired of the job for like the last fucking 5 years. But,
I'm much in the same position as you.
yeah. Like, the issue is, like, I've so many fucking, like, random things I have to do that I just haven't been able to, like, do anything but, like...
Because of all the hours.
Well, again, the hours aren't unhandleable. It's literally just... They're just large enough that I have to work around them to, like, go and do errands and shit like that right now. Like, I've got to go and talk to all my neighbors about my job and shit, my background investigation, because the only one that's, like, actually gone back and contacted her doesn't know exactly what he's doing because he's having issues with using his own computer, so I kind of have to handle that for him. And the other two just never picked up their phones, and I've literally not seen them all week to, like, let them know, hey, can you just email this address and talk to her? So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow morning. I will work until, like, is it, like 5 tomorrow?
Much of a chance.
Yeah. It's going to depend on how easy all that is, but I doubt it's going to be
It's
easy.
not going to be many shows till February on my end. Thankfully, I have hope.
What?
I'm looking at Salandit, and it's like, it says Ian.
What do you mean? Like in the status menu somewhere? Or...
English.
It's
Why is it there?
Because you
Problem.
get other Pokemon in different, people add their languages to the,
Yeah, it keeps
Oh,
track of
it's
that stuff.
showing- Huh.
yeah.
That's
That's really about it.
I had such a hard time getting a Ditto. My friend had to trade me one, and thankfully it was a Japanese one.
You know, weirdly enough, I managed to find 2 back-to-back.
Well, no, like the funny thing about it is if when you breed Pokemon with a Pokemon from a different country, if you breed it something with another Pokemon from a different country, it tends to have a higher chance for bringing out a shiny.
Yeah, it's been like that for several. I think since the beginning. Like since they added different nationality Pokemon, like a way to recognize the system. I think it's been like that. It might have been Generation 3. That's probably Generation 4. That's when they actually have all the life shit.
With how Gen
I'm back all on.
Yeah, they got the best shit because it's like.
I'll go to Japan because they could have done it over there.
Yeah, they
Over
have
here,
the
it's
means
like
to do it.
way too much infrastructure.
Too much yeah. Japan had a lot of issues and stuff.
Of course.
Oh god. I'll get it before the fight.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the fact that the big enemies can apparently just make infinite amount of little minion enemies out of nothing, even though they're robots.
Nanomachine, son!
Nah, nanomachines don't actually exist in this specific game.
That you know, it's the deepest lore that has them.
I've already played this Esper like 3 times. I've run into an Esper like 3 times in a row with the grass Pokebug. I'm pretty sure
Remember,
that's how
gather
you
a
find
female and
all
male if you want to complete the Pokedex for the variants on the Meowstic.
Esper does?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, both the genders are evolved into both Meowstic.
Oh. I did not know that. Okay. I finally got toxicitries? I got 2. One,
I got both.
blue, yeah, one yellow. I got both types.
That'll get a Gigantamax one.
They're not available yet, apparently.
I thought somebody with one and I got mad.
It's probably traded from like a different.
I got a Mega Beam. I found a 5-star Bisharp.
Oh hell yeah.
Rob, you wanna hit him?
Dude, I'm in the middle of a dungeon.
Oh, he's on 14. Oh yeah, he's not even playing. Well,
Rip.
probably traded.
Alright, it's Steel Dark. I'm definitely going
One
to.
for the Daily X.
We're gonna what?
I'm gonna use my Surfetch.
Steel Dark.
Steel Dark.
Oh yeah, it's
Punch
used to
it.
fighting, isn't it?
4 times a week, yeah.
Yeah, let's say 4 times, because I know. Oh yeah, Steel and Dark.
I'm inviting other people.
I think it's funny how it's like punching the darkness away hurts, or works rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. That's how it was intended originally.
Still like that over in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. Never changed. It's still evil type.
Okay.
Yeah. It's meant to be like dirty tricks and shit like that. That's like why Obstacle is.
There you are. I'm gonna wait like a while to see if anyone else can do it. As one of the 18 types prior to Generation 4, all damaging dark types moves were special, but may now physical.
Of course, there we go.
Still.
My Pangoro has foul play, which is
Jeez. Please.
Dark type and steel type were introduced in Gen 2 in order to balance out psychic type, so it is immune to psychic attacks. However, this immunity is nullified by Miracle Eye. Dark Pokemon have a single ground weakness. Their other type is poison, which nullifies.
God damn it.
Slide on. So I'm trying to have.
Don't
like,
want to
pretty
reload
much
right now, game. Just let me grab for my medical back.
Yeah.
Because right now,
Thank you.
I have a Noivern that's covering Dragon and Air, though I might have to find a better Dragon type because I only have Dragon Pulse on it. Which, to be fair, Noivern is incredibly fast and a special attacker, but that's all it has.
Well, the most powerful non-dark type move is Hyperspace Fury at just like 100 power.
Yikes.
It's not very powerful.
Mm.
It's coming, so I'm trying to get ready and go.
I was crashing. I never got Pangoro.
I just realized
But I like it a lot.
you can now be Zoko.
Huh?
I said you can now be Zoko.
And... Oh yeah, shit, you were Yeah, but like, I don't want to start a new character. I kinda want to start a new I don't know. Like, there's a wishy-washy here. Those things are super slow, and Surfetch is super slow too. Fairies are actually like, not because like they're actually kind of buffers and they also heal.
I wish I
Okay.
had my bullet speed.
You went first, bitch. That's fair. But hey, this means I can knock off 2 shields with my attack. The tickles. Do about 6 more of those and you might win. The fairy heals you, which is fucking great. Like, if she gets hit by, Storm Eagle, she's fucked.
Yeah, she's a fairy.
But this is buff Cat Dad on our other tank right now.
See, I really don't want to go first, because that wastes, like, the 2 shields I do getting damage.
Well, I'll be doing. I might not be the one doing it now.
Yeah, because you had your speed reduced.
Yeah, but that depends on how high my speed was in comparison.
We'll
So
see.
if your Surfetched is a higher level than
70... no, 80 something? Yeah, first now. Gotta get those attack ups.
Unless he does the nullification
Fuck 'em up.
thing.
If he does the nullification thing, then his wounds also buffs. Like
No,
his...
it affects others.
No, but like his Defiant thing just went off like crazy. He's got like a... I think he's had... Yeah, his attack is maxed. He did a sword stance, and he had 2 sharp rises from,
Defiant.
I
yeah.
heard somebody
He's
get knocked. Go, Bahamut. I summoned thee. Don't worry, guys, I'm playing Bahamut. The ultimate Pokemon. No, Summoner
Alright.
class is access.
I just need to go
any
first,
Bahamut
then in
as a
this case,
ability.
it'll break the shields and you guys can fuck them up.
Our power
Which is, oh yeah, you're fighting in your dungeon against Bahamut?
No, I can summon Bahamut as Summoner.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Summon Bahamut to fight Bahamut.
You can,
If you
actually.
even go next. Yep, Bishop still went ahead of you. See that times 6 fucking
Yikes.
attacks power up. On the other hand, this times 4 boost. Guillotine, Jesus. Guillotine's a one-hit move,
I
but only has
know,
30
it's
accuracy.
one of the
Jesus.
ones. The fact that I made him slower benefited you because I could have hit you. It's
Huh?
30%. It's 30%, but it also depending on if your level is lower than its, and if your speed is slower than it has higher chances to hit than the 30%. But because
That
I
was in like
lowered
old
the cap-
games.
Have they changed it?
That was in very old games.
What?
It was
Like,
those things up
original
until, like,
Pokemon.
No, that was the thing all the way up until Generation 3.
For which one?
I'm looking up Guillotine. The move Guillotine.
How one-hit KOs work, where if the person using it, if they're higher level faster than you, it's a higher chance of hitting. Like that's, I think it persisted up
I know the
at least
level
until
difference does
Generation
factor
3.
into the accuracy of it, but otherwise I don't think there's much else to it.
Speed used to be a factor to it in the older, like up until Generation 3.
I think that changed.
Back in Gen 1, if something had a higher speed than your Pokemon, it couldn't get affected by Guillotine. Generation 2, the accuracy now follows a new formula. Means that accuracy starts at approximately 30% and grows by approximately 0.78% for every level higher than the target the user is. Efficacy is no longer based on the target's speed. Instead, now it cannot affect a target that has a level higher than the user. Again, chance and evasion
That's
stat.
what I'm saying. You can't even target now.
Guillotine's chance of from Generation 3 to 4. Sorry, I'm looking at my Bisharp. No, don't. I'm trying to look at its info game.
I need to go to a Pokemon Center because it doesn't frickin' let me look at.
It has a special attack boost and a decrease in defense.
Big.
Okay.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna go to Hammerlock and look at mine. Hopefully I have a different nature from yours.
Gen 3 and 4 Guillotine's chance of hitting is independent of accuracy and evasion stats. Instead, it depends on the level of the user, the level of the target. Yeah, ever since like Generation 2, it's always been level based and hasn't been speed based since. When used in max raid battle against a Dynamax Pokemon that is under the effects of mysterious barrier, Guillotine will deplete 2 bars of the barrier's strength. Otherwise, Guillotine will always fail against the Dynamax Pokemon. That's neat.
That is neat.
What happened?
I was looking up
Affects
info on
Dynamax
Guillotine.
Pokemon.
Yeah, so what does Guillotine do during the, against Dynamax Pokemon?
If it has a barrier up